guys, so today I am back with a very exciting video. Basically, one of my favourite YouTubers ever is Sophdoesnails, and I have been subscribed to her since I think it was literally like 2000. Like, don't hold me against it in case I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was literally subscribed since like a couple of thousand, and she's always been one of my favourites ever since. And I've watched her grow to like 300,000, and it's just insane. And I love her channel. She's so relatable, she's so down to earth, and she uses so much drugstore makeup, meaning that a lot of the stuff that she raves about and she loves, I get the chance to try myself. And as a result of which, I have accumulated quite a lot of makeup that I have bought because she has recommended it. And because of course I watched like all of her videos, the other day or the other week she uploaded a Nikki Tutorials Made Me Buy It video, because Nikki Tutorials is a YouTuber that she looks up to, and she has been heavily influenced by Makeup Wise, and I watched that and I was like, that's cool, but I don't really have a YouTuber that I've bought loads of makeup because of specifically. And then I was like, hold on, half of my makeup collection is Sophdoesnails influenced. So I thought, how cool would it be to make a video of all the products that she has made me buy, or like influenced me to buy, or influenced me to have as like presents, etc, etc, etc. So that's what I'm going to be doing for you today. I created this look that you're seeing right here, and yeah, so if you are watching this, then that's insane, and I just want you to know, thank you so much for being such an inspiration to me, not just makeup wise, because trust me, you have been very influencing makeup wise, and not just style wise and everything, but also whenever I'm feeling down about my channel and I feel like it's not going anywhere and stuff, I just think of the success that you've had and how I knew you when you were so small, and watching you grow, honestly, it is my inspiration. It really does keep me going. And of course, and also the fact that you've always been able to handle your like college and uni, like your education, on top of uploading like 2 or 3 times a week. Like, literally, how do you do that? Because how? If you are watching, just thank you so much for watching, and thank you for everything else. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if it's like not very good. But yeah, without further ado, you guys, I really hope that you enjoy as well, and let's get into it. So before I get started, I should probably address the fact that I have the worst breakout ever. Like, it's not even funny, and oh my gosh, I'm honestly so sorry. So I'm going to start off with primer, and Sophie has mentioned that she doesn't really like to use primers a lot, like traditional primers, but she likes to use like moisturisers with glycerin in. So today I'm finally going to try out the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm, because this has glycerin in it. And yeah, I've literally had this for ages and I've just never tried it out because I've like always sticked to my normal primers. So today I thought that I would use Soph's tricks and try this. It smells so masculine. Oh my god, it literally, it feels really like refreshing on my face. Yeah, like my face definitely feels like tacky, like it feels like my my makeup's gonna stick really nicely to it. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna become a new favourite of mine. So now on to foundation, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match foundation, which was featured in Soph's, I think it's her top 10 drugstore favourite foundations, and I have loved this for the longest time. It's pretty much my absolute 100% go-to. I wear this 95% of the time when I wear makeup, when I wear foundation in my makeup, so yeah. But another notable mention from that video as well is the Collection Lasting Perfection foundation, and whenever I have like a dance show or something and I want like real full coverage, then this is just definitely what I go to. So I do really like this one as well, and that's in the shade Porcelain, and this is in the shade number 1N. I'm like the same shade as her, I love it. I'm gonna apply this with my Real Techniques sponge, which looks so dirty, I'm so sorry, and she usually applies her foundation with sponge, so that's the technique that I will trust. And she also has this because I have seen it in her makeup collection. I'm not obsessed, I promise. Oh my god, that primer works so well. Oh my, I can definitely see a difference when I use like other primers. I'm shook, that's amazing, oh my god. And yeah, I know the foundation's great because I love it. I use it like every day. I can't believe how cancelled out I look now. I think it is the primer because I use this foundation all the time, but like, that's amazing! So now on to concealer, and you guys, I think you know what I'm going to go for. It has to of course be the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I love it, and everybody on YouTube raves about it, but Soph was definitely one of the people who raved about it enough for me to decide I'm going to buy that one. So, and it's literally, I think it's the only concealer that I own because I just can't imagine needing anything else in my life. Although I do want the Tarte one. I really do want the Tarte Shape and Tape, but this one's £4. That one's definitely not. Honestly, when you're as broken out as me, like, concealer is your life. And I do usually use a sponge to blend in my concealer, but recently when I just quite frankly am getting up for school in the morning and I can't be bothered to go and wet my little sponge, then I've been using my finger, and I would never even dare try and do that if Soph didn't do it, so that's what I'm going to do today. Like, it does still feel weird, but it just works so well. Now I know that Soph really likes her loose powders, but I think she did mention once that in terms of pressed powders, she quite likes the Rimmel Stay Matte, I think. Might be wrong, but hey, and I'm just going to use this to set my concealer, and especially on my spots, because let's face it, I need the coverage on my spots. So to set the rest of my face, I am going to be using a loose powder, and this is the Makeup Forever setting powder, and I got this from Love Me Beauty, which is a subscription service that I heard about through Sophie. So yeah, in terms of loose powders, like, oh my god, this is the best. It makes your skin... Stop! I forgot to put cream highlight on. Oh, that was a close one. Guys, that was a close one. So for my cream highlight today, I'm going to be using the PS Illuminate Cream Highlighter. And Sophie has done a lot of testing Primark makeup videos, so whenever I go into Primark, I'm always going and checking their stuff out because she just always finds some really cool stuff. And when I found this, I thought it was really cool. And I'm going to be using this shade here, which I believe is called Antique Bronze. And Soph is of course notorious for her highlights, so highlight is very important, and that's why we're doing cream highlight and we're going to be doing powder highlight on top. Honestly, like, I love these cream highlighters. By the way, I did a whole video testing this out, so if you want to go and check that out, you can. To be honest, I do think that loose powders are better. I'm just too lazy to use them every single day. So now for eyebrows, I'm going to be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and she actually did a whole video comparing this to the Anastasia Brow... I just said that really weird, I'm sorry. To the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which she used to use all the time, and they were like basically identical, and I was just like... So I went and bought the NYX one, and I use the shade Espresso, and I love it. Like, I think I got this in like November, and this is my second one, and I have not used a single other brow product ever since then. Like, apart from like brow gels on top, or I used like something when this ran out one day and it was like, but apart from that, like, I love this. I use it absolutely every single day, and I just, oh. Let's move a bit closer while I do my eyes and stuff. And to set that, I'm going to be using the Benefit Gimme Brow, which I'm pretty sure she uses because it was in her everyday makeup bag that she showed us during her makeup collection video. Okay, so now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. So I'm going to start with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I can't think whether she uses like primer potion often. I don't think she does, or if she's used this, I don't know, but I like this one, so I'm gonna put it on. So now onto eyeshadow. Soph has always been well known for promoting her drugstore brands, which is amazing, and it's what I love, and it's why I'm able to make this video. One of the brands that she's particularly always plugged in an innocent and amazing way is Makeup Revolution. She's worked with them a lot, but before that she's always spoken about them since her channel was small, and I've, as a result, tried out quite a fair few of their products. We also have the Ultra Professional Flawless Matte palette, which is just amazing. Like, you just get like loads of shades. I think literally like my worst fear is Soph watching this video and being like, oh my gosh, she's so bad at makeup. So one thing that I never really do anymore is put like eyeshadow down here, but Soph always does it and it always looks good, so I'm going to do that today to honour her. I just don't know what colour to go with. I think I'm going to bring this colour down. I haven't showed you what colours I'm using, I'm sorry. It's just like this one and this one. So professional! So that's kind of like the main eyeshadow done, and I kind of like it, but I just feel like it's going to look really bad on camera. So some of like my favourite makeup things ever recently are the Collection Glam Crystals glitter eyeliners, and I would never have heard of these if it wasn't for Soph, I don't think. And she often uses the gold one, this is number 3 Funk, as like glitter on her lid or like in a corner and stuff like that, and I'm just like, that looks so good. Like, it's like so good. Like, who needs to go to the trouble of like getting like a pigment and glitter glue and it gets everywhere when you can literally just like put this on and it's Where is my silver? I'm going to put the silver on my inner corner. So now on to another thing that I think Soph is definitely iconic for, and it is of course eyeliner. Oh, where do I start? So my absolute 100% billion always favourite eyeliner these days is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I have 2 mini ones which have unfortunately basically run out now, which makes me so sad, but I got these through Love Me Beauty, by the way, and honestly, like, Soph introduced me to it and it's my favourite. Like, it is my favourite. It's so easy to use and it's just, I don't know, like, it's so easy to use. I love it. And before I was using the Kat Von D one, I was using the Miss Sporty Studio Lash the Meow look because she also recommended this, and this is absolutely my favourite drugstore eyeliner. I really want to try the Super Cat Skinny, but I can never find it. Like, I always find the normal Super Cat, but not the Super Cat Skinny. But yeah, I want to try that by Soph and Glory. But this is my favourite drugstore eyeliner, and she recommended it, so woo! Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the tattoo liner for my wing because that's the part that obviously I want to get right, and then I'm going to use the Meow look for like the rest of my eye, just because this hasn't got enough left to just cover the whole eye. So onto mascara, and by that I'm going to use the W7 Absolute Lashes mascara because I didn't know that this was a thing until I saw it in her, well, I think it was a video before the W7 testing makeup video, but she basically mentioned this, and it is a dupe for the Benefit Therial, which I now have a mini version of that, but it's worth noting that my lashes just aren't in good condition as well because they've got quite a lot of like foundation and concealer on them for some reason, and they've just got a bit clogged up, so nothing's really like sticking at the minute. But okay, so now on to blush, and Soph doesn't really tend to use blushes that often, so I don't have one that she particularly made me buy, but I'm going to use the PS one because I picked that up when I was looking through Primark makeup because she always has really good Primark makeup. So I'm not going to bother bronzing today just because like I don't have a contour shade that Sophie's particularly inspired me to buy. I really want to try the Freedom the Freedom pans that she's always talking about though, because like that contour shade looks so good on her and I think we have like a similar skin tone. However, one that I do love is the NYX blush in Taupe. I don't know if she's like spoke about this or tried this, but so if you're watching and you haven't tried this, then I would maybe recommend it because I really like it, and I think we have the same foundation shades, so. So finally, we are at my favourite stage, highlighter. I know we already put some cream highlighter on, but that doesn't count. So for highlight, we had a few options, but I was going to try the Moonchild palette. I was going to try the I Heart Makeup, like the one in the heart. I love that as well. But the three that I decided to talk about are these two. So I have the Sleek Solstice palette, which is, in my opinion, it's the best drugstore highlight. Like, I love it so much. And then we also have the Jeffree Star highlighters. I would probably have never bought any Jeffree Star makeup if it wasn't for Soph. And although I don't really agree with him as a person, a lot of people don't, but his makeup is bomb. It's amazing. One of the first things that I ever bought, well, I didn't buy it, it was a gift, but one of the first Jeffree Star thing that I ever got was the Ice Cold highlighter, and I remember when she did the review on this and it was just like I was shook. And then when this came out and then I saw her do the review on this as well, and I was just like, I'm shook. So with this I also got the Androgyny lipstick, and with this I got the Daddy lipstick, and I'm going to be maybe featuring that later. Yeah, I'm going to use Ice Cold today just because I feel like I have to really. But it's worth mentioning that this is probably my favourite highlighter because it's just, oh, it's so wearable, it's so pigmented, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful shade. It's very champagne-y, and ooh, I love it. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh. And you see, that's not even with me like caking it on. Like if I caked it on, it would literally just be like. Now finally onto lips. I'm going to start off with my Lush lip scrub just because I always do. Then I was going to apply lip liner, but I realised it's not really going to go with the liquid lipstick that I want to wear. But just a quick mention, this is the Primark lip liner and I love this. Sophie used it in one of her testing Primark makeup videos, and I also feel like she did rave about it at one point, especially like this shade, and that's why I was like, I need it. But yeah, I honestly, like, the Primark lip liners are really good. Like, they're really good. I love them. And I need to get a brown one because today, for lips, I'm going to, of course I have to, I'm going to use my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Daddy, because Soph loves the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks and she loves brownie nudes, and she has this and I saw it in her review and I had to get it. So yeah, that's why I'm using it today. I have to. And then usually I would set my makeup with the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray, which Soph has been loving recently as well, but it's run out, so instead I'm going to use an MUA one because this is from Tan Beauty, and Soph does talk about those a lot because they are amazing and I like them, she likes them. So that was the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Again, sorry if it was really long and chatty. I just had a lot to say. And of course, if you did enjoy, then don't forget to give me a big thumbs up because it just lets me know that you enjoyed. Comment down below what your favourite product that I used was. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, until next time, guys, thank you so much and bye!